Hello guys, welcome back. I am Newatum, and today we're going to be doing the first episode of Bukkit Plugin Coding for Dummies. Okay, so today we're just going to be making a simple plugin where when you type the command /name, it is going to say this is your name, or your name is, and then whatever your name is. So for Bukkit coding, pretty much it's done in Java code. So for that, you're going to need a program to code with, and the most used one, and probably the most best one, is Eclipse. So the link will be in the description. We'll just get rid of this. And what it does is you go into the link, it's going to automatically select what version you're going to need if you want Windows, Linux, or Mac. And then you just download the corresponding whatever you want, so 32 or 64 bits. Whilst that's downloading, because it's going to take a little bit, you're going to want to go onto this website here, and it's going to give you all of the builds for CraftBukkit. So it goes all the way back to when it first came out, which was 40 pages ago in that beta, whatever. Right, so we are going to want to download the 1.6.4, 2.1, or whatever version you have. It doesn't really matter, it's all going to work the same. So once you downloaded that, you want to launch your Eclipse, and I'll be right back in Eclipse. Okay guys, I'm back in Eclipse now. So this is Eclipse, you're going to see this, you're not going to see any of this crap here on the side. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make a Java project. So to do that, you want to go over on the side here where it has the little folder and the plus which says new. Click the little drop down, Java project there, project name. Let's call it my name. So this project is going to be my name. Comes up here, click the drop down, go to src. Click this button here, which is the new Java package, or you can right click on the src new package, works the same. Name is going to be me, dot your name, so Newatum is mine, dot, and then the my name. So you have to make it the same capitals and stuff as this one here, or else it gets a bit confused. Finish. And then we're going to want to press this button here, new Java class, or once again, right click, new class. So for the name, we're just going to want to call it main, as it is the main class which we'll be using. Alright, so right now, this is where you're going to want your CraftBukkit build, or what you just downloaded for CraftBukkit. You're going to right click on the My Name project, build path, add external archive. So by adding a build path, what it's going to do is it's going to give you all these options which normal Java code doesn't give you. So Eclipse has a built-in build path just for Java, which will give you all the default things like array lists and stuff. By adding this CraftBukkit API, they're called, it's going to give you all the stuff to do with Minecraft and Bukkit plugins. If you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, doesn't matter. Just find your CraftBukkit build and add it by just double clicking. Should come up here in your reference library. Alright, so let's get started coding. In the plugin class main just right here, we're going to want to do extends Java plugin, just like that, okay? Extends Java plugin. Put your mouse over Java plugin, don't have to click or anything, then go down and click on the import Java plugin. Now you have these two squiggly things. Everything that you want to be in your plugin has to be inside these. So I'm going to be putting that a couple enters down, and we'll start working inside here. Alright, so start off with the public final logger. Logger equals logger.get. Logger Minecraft. Okay, so we're just going to want to import logger again. Okay, so pretty much what this is to get. Alright, we'll do that, whatever. So that there was just auto-correcting me. Good thing about Eclipse is it has an auto-correct feature. So say if I just do 1G there, it's going to put this little line under it, put your mouse over it, change to get logger. Going to give you suggestions, and it will auto-correct itself. So pretty much what this is letting me do is, instead of typing logger.getLogger and then Minecraft, now I can just write logger. And you realize what we're going to be using this logger for in a moment. So then we want to do public static main plugin. At the end of each of these, we're just going to want to put semicolons, as that's just to finish off your line of code. You have to always put something in line code, or else you're going to get an error like that. Okay, so this here is pretty much saying that this class which we're using is called main, and it's going to make it the main folder. Okay, so if you didn't have this, it's not going to know which one is your main folder, and it's going to get all confused. So we'll go down 2 lines, and we're going to start with this here is one of our events, so the on enable event. Oh, so we don't want a capital there. So public void on enable. This is when the plugin is enabled, so after a start, after a restart, or after a reload, it's going to run whatever's inside this. You're going to have an opening squiggly bracket here, because whatever is inside this squiggly bracket here to here is now going to happen when the plugin starts. So we'll do the plugin description file, the PDF file is equal to get description, and then a semicolon there. So we're going to need to import the plugin description file, just like so. So pretty much this is just letting us say that we can now write PDF file instead of having to write this, and that becomes a lot easier for this here. So what we're going to want it to do now is, when the plugin is enabled, we're going to want it to say something in the console of the server. Like, so I'm going to make it say the plugin name, so that's called my name. So it's going to say my name version 1.0 has been enabled. Okay, so this dot logger dot info. Okay, it's good using the autocorrect, it just gives you suggestions on what to do. arg0. So we're going to want to put just 2 of these here. They're just the quotation marks there, the double ones. And outside these, so here, so inside the brackets but outside the quotation marks, going to want to do the PDF file dot get name. Okay, so it's going to get so pretty much here we're saying get description dot get name. The description is coming from the plugin.yml folder, which we'll be making later in this video, and I'll explain a bit more when we get to that. So then we're going to do space plus. So we can't enter straight into these, we have to say that plus this. It's just how it works. So it's going to say my name dot version space again, then outside these we're going to do plus PDF file dot get, not set, get version space, and then we want the 2 things there again. So version, and then it's going to get the version, so it's going to be 1.0 space has been enabled, full stop. So this is going to say my plugin space version space 1.0 space has been enabled. And now we are just going to want to copy this, paste it down here, and say on disable there, change this to disabled. So on the public void on disable, so this is now when it stops. So this is when the server does /stop, or they stop the server, or the start of a reload, or the start of a restart. It's going to do the same thing again. It's going to this.getLogger, and it's going to say my name space version space 1.0 space has been disabled. Alright, so right now this is just setting up the plugin. Now we're actually going to want to make the plugin do something. So public boolean on command and inside here. So a boolean is a true or false statement. So we're going to have to end it with return false, and I'll show you that in a moment. So the command sender, so the person who sends the command is going to be known as the sender. The command itself is going to be known as the CMD. The string, which is the, so let's go down here quickly. So you do slash name. Name here is the string. Okay, so name here, this here is the string. So that there is going to be known as the command label. Label. And then the string args. Okay, so this string and then the two little square things. So we have slash name space hello. So this hello is the args. So this is the arguments they're called. Okay, and then we're going to want to do an opening squiggly bracket to say whatever's inside here is going to happen when they run a command. So we're going to want to import command sender and import command. Okay. So now what we're going to want to do is do player p equals in brackets the player sender. Okay, so pretty much what this is doing is saying that if the sender, the person who sent the command, is an instance of a player, which is like a person who's in game, so console can't do this, it's going to refer to them as P from now on. And then we're going to want to do if the command label dot equals ignore case, the two things here again, quotation marks, the double ones. If the command label dot equals ignore case, so name, so if it is slash name, opening squiggly bracket, now whatever's inside here, it's going to do if the person does slash name. Okay, string, okay, yep. So it's going to give you a massive error here, just leave that for right now. So when the player does slash name, we're going to want it to send them a message saying, well, we're going to want it to say something to the player. So that's going to be sending a message to them saying your name is whatever. So we're going to want to do the P, which is the sender if they're a player, p.send message. So the auto assist here, we can just click on that one there. p.send message, put the two quotes in. And now we're going to want to do, just follow this for a moment, chat color dot aqua. Okay, so this here is going to make the color of it aqua. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure the default's just white. Plus, and then the quotation marks. There's lots of different colors, so if we get rid of this and just do a dot, you can see all the different things you can do. You can make it bold, all the different colors. I'm just going to pick aqua though. Your name is space, and we can change the color again, so chat color dot blue plus, and then after this we're going to have to do the two quotation marks again. There's just an error with it where you have to do that after a chat color, but yeah, but if we don't have anything in there, it's not going to do anything. So then we're going to want to do the P, so the sender dot get name. Okay, so we have to do the get name here. If we get the custom name, which you could see before here, that's going to be their nickname and stuff included, so you can do that if you want. Display name is their prefix and suffix. Okay, so we just want to get their normal name. So now that's going to say your name is in aqua, and then a space, which is here, and then p.getName. So that is, so if I run the command, it's going to say your name is Newatum. Now with this massive error here, seeing it's a boolean, it needs to return either true or false. So just inside here, we're just going to write return false. Alright, and that should straighten it out. So pretty much by returning it false, it's going to do nothing if this doesn't happen. So if something other than this happens, this plugin is not going to take effect. Okay. Alright. So now what we're going to want to do is make the plugin.yml. So we right click on my name, go onto the new folder or file, plugin.yml. Now you're going to get that pop up. I like to click and drag it into here. And we're going to want to do the name, colon space, the version, colon space, the main, colon space, description. I don't think it is space. It's good to put space in first. And then the commands. Space. Okay, so the name of the plugin, my name. You can name this here whatever you want. It doesn't have to be the package name. It could be whatever. The version, so whatever version you want. I always do 1.0, assume it's the first time. And now in main here, we're going to want to do the me.Newatum. So you want to put the package in. So that's this one just here. So me.Newatum.my name and then .main. So then you want to put your class in as well. Description tells you your name. Okay, so this plugin is a bit useless. Everyone knows their name, but for the few that don't, this is for them too. And now we're going to want to put the commands which we have in here. So commands, the command is /name. So we just do name, space again, 2 enters, description. Geez. Description. And then here what it's going to want to do tells you your name. Okay, so now we want to save both of these. So see how there's that little star there? That means it's unsaved. File, save. Go into this one, file, save. And now we're going to export the plugin. So on my name, right click it, and you want to click export down here. Make sure it's selected the jar file. Next, make sure the my name is selected here and all of these. And then you want to click browse and find a place to put it. So I'm going to call this my name.jar. Save that. So it's going to my desktop as my name.jar and then click finish. Okay guys, so now you have your plugin. You want to put it in a test server so you can test it out, make sure it works. I find you always want to test it out. If you're going to give it to a mate, it's best to test it out first and not keep giving it back and forth to them. Alright, so I'll be right back in game to test the plugin. Okay guys, I'm back and I'm here with Tom.
What's up?
Yep, he wanted to see the plugin we made, so yeah. Alright, so if you do /pl, it should come up with my name now, as in the plugin has successfully installed. If you get any errors, that is, you'll see them in the console, and it should say that it has been enabled, as we said. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay. If you do /help, you should be able to see the my name. And if we do /help my name, /name tells you your name. Okay, so /name. Your name is Newatum. What? You serious? Okay. So Tom, does /name work for you?
Yes, it indeed does.
Okay, so it's going to tell each player their name, whoever sends the commands. So you can change these colors up. You can do whatever you want with it. You can do each letter in a different color. It's just you have to figure that one out for yourself. I've pretty much gave you the basic skills on what to do, and you can extend on that as you wish. I am going to be doing an episode of this probably 1 a week, maybe a bit more, if I get the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've just been a bit busy lately, so we'll see how we go. And Tom is going to be doing a series on stuff pretty soon. Hopefully, when he gets around to it, gets off his lazy ass.
When I get a recording software.
Yeah, should probably do that.
Yeah.
Alright, well anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the first episode of Bukkit Plugin Coding for Dummies. If you like our content, make sure you subscribe. and there'll be more episodes of this. And are you serious? I just fixed that. And there'll be way more to come. If you guys have any suggestions on what you want to learn, make a comment of it. But I have a couple of things that I want to teach you guys, like some argument things, some events, healing, banning annoying players of your server who are annoying, and yeah, oh shit. So hope you've all enjoyed this episode, and see you later.